first rule of Formula One: you do not talk about Formula One. Okay, this is basically a live-action remake of Cars. It's kind of a similar plot to Cars, with the older driver mentoring the younger driver. It's kind of that same dynamic. It very, very heavily borrows from Cars. And let's get the obvious out of the way. Brad Pitt is 60. The average age of a Formula One driver is around 25. So it's a bit of a stretch to buy into the idea of him climbing into a high-speed death machine with the reflexes of somebody who's young enough to be his son. But, to Pitt's credit, he makes it work. So the film is more about mentorship, resilience, and legacy than it is about raw speed. That shift makes the age gap feel more like a feature than a bug. What really helps sells it, though, is the dynamic between Pitt and co-star Damson Idris. These two bounce off each other with witty, natural banter. Idris holds his own against Pitt both dramatically and charismatically, making their mentor-mentee relationship feel authentic and compelling. And as someone who doesn't follow Formula One or racing in general, I found the film pretty accessible. The racing sequences are impressively shot, using a mix of practical effects and immersive camera work that keeps the adrenaline pumping without becoming disorienting. Director Joseph Kosinski, who also did Top Gun Maverick, knows how to frame motion, and the sound design alone is worth the ticket price. This is one of the films you want to see on the biggest, loudest screen possible. That said, I do feel the target audience skews a little bit older. As someone in my late 20s, I could sense the movie was aimed more at the midlife crowd. It will definitely play better for those in their 40s and 50s, but even if you're not the ideal demographic, there's still a lot to enjoy here. The racing is thrilling, the characters are likable, and the overall execution is pretty polished. It's not groundbreaking cinema, but it doesn't need to be. You'll be glad that you saw Brad make a pit stop. For me, it gets a B, an 8 out of 10, and a 4 out of 5 stars.